Hello everybody, and welcome again to Grim Soul Taker Spotlight. I'm just gonna call it Spotlight. I was wondering about that new Dragon Age game, because I'm a real Dragon Age fan. I bought one when it first came out, and I was looking for something to talk about today, so I thought I'd talk about that. This is what's new in gaming news. Well, Dragon Age, it says here, something IGN did, I think it was. It says here, I'll leave a link if you want to read it. Dragon Age Inquisition won't have party member DLC. Thank God, someone getting rid of this DLC bull crap. We can't just add them to the fly. The part of them has to be shipped on disk. Basically, what it means is that it's gonna be on the disk, the characters. It's not gonna be bull crap. Dragon Age Inquisition goes on to say, Dragon Age Inquisition won't be getting any post-launch DLC, introducing new characters. As such thing would require content to be included on the disc, something Bio is wary of. Speaking to OXM creator like Mike Lindau, explaining that due to how immense in the rest of the game, companions or some data would be needed to be included in the disc to make the addition of more at the later date possible. Given the general negative outlook on disc DLC provokes, however, the team has apparently opted to err on the side of caution. Like, I don't blame them. I looked at the trailer. What they have so far looks good. I read a little bit about it when I got a Game Informer. Because of how deeply immersed the system companion characters are, we can't just add them on the fly. Thank freaking God. Part of them has to be shipped on the disc, he said. This has led to circumstances that we are forcing people to pay content they already own. Thank you! Finally! You remember one of my earlier this month, is about downloadable DLC that's already on your daggum fucking disc. There will be no DLC party members. Thank you. It's in the case. God damn. Pardon my language. In the case. It's not the case, but we decided this time to not go that route. There will be no DLC party members. As a result, Dragon Age Inquisition will offer you 9 party members to choose between, and it is looking like the number won't be entering the double digits post-launch, confirming characters Cassandra, Iron Bull, Serena, Solaris, Venric, and Vivian. Rumors of also doing the rounds of Alistair set to return. That's all the information they have at this point in time. Now, I'm kind of excited that this new game on new platform will have no character DLC. You'll have 9 characters. 9 characters? 9 to start with. 9 to choose from. 9 of them. Okay? I am excited about this. Because it is about time a game gets a little FANG company, gets through their thick skulls that we don't want to pay for something that's already on the damn disc. Pardon my language. We don't want to pay for something that's already on the disc. Why should we have to pay for something that's already on the disc? That don't make sense. Companies finally getting through their thick skulls that we don't want to do that. Now, if other companies would follow suit, like Capcom, Capcom is the biggest distributor of it, Skyrim. I mean, we don't want to pay for stuff that's already on the disc. Why go through the pain of making people pay more money because you're money grubbers, like most game companies are? But, it says that they're gonna put in returning characters. I'm not excited about Alistair. I'm not. I wasn't a big Alistair fan. But, it is going to have an impact. Your character's choices in the old game are going to have an impact on both old games. The first one was great. The second one sucked. Not the DLC for the first one. I'm talking about the second one, Dragon Age 2. I have both of them. Well, I had both of them. What your choices were are going to make an impact. But thinking about this, they're also going to have it to where they'll have other things, other choices, that if you start all over from the beginning, like I'm going to if I get it, because I really don't want to have my other system with all the data crashed, and I don't have the games anymore. So I'm not going to go out and rebuy them just because this new game's coming out. And plus it's going to be on the PS4. No, plus it's going to be a PS3 and PS4, which is awesome. Because you can't play PS3 games on your PS4 yet. Hopefully pretty soon you will be able to, but I'm not sure when it's going to be. When that happens, I'm going to let y'all know. I'm going to keep up with this. I'm going to keep looking out for this game. And I'll probably leave a link to the information and where I got it in the description below. Down here. Down there. Let y'all have some more information on it. Probably read what I read. Maybe you'll find more. If you find more, let me know. I'll get on here and read about it. I mean, Vendrick was a major player in my opinion in the second one. He was a good character. I like that he used a crossbow. He's a ranged character, and he was a dwarf, which was freaking awesome. I mean, Rudicon, if you know him, he calls himself the dwarf. He likes. There's a certain thing about red beard dwarfs. There's a whole thing about that. He knows more about it than I do. Vendrick was redhead, and he didn't have a beard. He was the only dwarf that I know of that wasn't male. That wasn't male that shaved. That didn't have a beard. I mean, he was a male dwarf that shaved. That is a big deal because most male dwarves have beards. Most. Not all. But most male dwarves. Now, some female dwarves might have. I don't know. I don't know all the myths and dwarves. But I know they were great armorsmiths. But, getting off the subjects, I mean, I wonder how far and deep this is going to go into lore. Part 1 went real deep into lore about the Blight. Part 2 didn't go that deep. I mean, they did, but not character-wise. I mean, because it was so daggum freaking short. There was probably a bunch of DLC for it. Maybe 1 or 2, I'm not sure. I didn't look into it. Like I said, I don't do DLC. I don't like DLC. Why get the DLC when it's just gonna later... They're just gonna make the same daggum game, call it a new name, and have all the DLC on it. Why even worry about it when it's already on the disc? I didn't like the second part of part 1 because you couldn't interact with the characters. You couldn't interact. You went to a chamber, you didn't go to a camp. So it was a big deal to me that they didn't make it where the other characters' stories are in depth. I don't want my story to be in depth. I want to have sidekicks or party members that have in-depth stories like they did in part 1. I did all of them. All the ones that I could. All but the males. I didn't fuck with the males. I'm not that way. And my character wasn't going to be that way. But I'm wondering I'm interested in if it's going to be what it's going to be like. Are they going to take the premises of part 1? Or the premises of part 2? How are you going to fight? Part 2 was innovative with the fighting stuff, but part 1 was innovative with the tactics. Part 2, you didn't have to use much tactics at all, which kind of sucks. Took away the genre, but I'd like to see an action RPG with tactics, as well as the action part, not just, you know. But if you guys get any more information on this game, let me know. I'll update it. Until then, this is Grim Soul Taker. Good luck. Good night. Peace out.